Guys, Ryan here, and we're kicking off a very exciting month here with our programming. So, if you're in our CrossFit classes, you're going to be experiencing our level method testing, and at the end of the month, we'll actually be doing some open work as well. Monday, we're starting with group one testing. You need to come into that class and go ahead and walk over to the map and start to look for some numbers with the front squat that start to make sense to you, something you've seen on your barbell before. And start to understand how many times could I lift that. What we don't want to do there is try to PR that day. We just want to make sure we're doing something we know we can do. So we'll probably warm up with some kettlebell work, and you'll find out whether you're going to stick with the kettlebell or you're going to go heavy enough to start using the barbell. The lighter the weights you're using, the more reps you do for your test, the heavier you go, the closer you get to that 1 rep max. Those people that are testing the 1 rep max probably already know where they're going to land there. If you're testing in sets of 8 or sets of 5, you want to make sure that you're not continually just doing sets of 8 and sets of 5. But the coach is going to help you walk through getting comfortable with some weight on the bar. And hopefully as you're warming up, you'll start to realize, okay, I'm not going to do 8 sets right now, 8 reps right now, but I'm going to do some weight, see how it feels, walk away from the barbell and decide that's the weight that I want to do my best set of 8 with or my best set of 5 with. What you don't want to do is burn out on that front squat and not have anything left to do the lactic tolerance test, because that's the most important thing here, is to make sure you don't fail that lactic tolerance test. After you do your front squat and after you do your upper body pull, that's going to indicate what lactic tolerance test you should do. And then I put in some various movements that you'll see. You'll see different rep schemes as well. So you're going to start looking at those rep schemes and those movements and decide, can I do that fast? If not, maybe I need to change what I'm going to try to do, because the last thing you want to do is do that test and take too long with it, because you'll have to redo it at some point. But the coach will walk you through that. Just realize that the most important thing that day is not to PR your front squat or your pull-ups, to make sure you pass that lactic tolerance test. In CVC that day on Monday, if my slideshow will work here. There we go. This whole week, we're going to be working on that core a lot. So vitality on Monday is always a lot of work. You may not see a whole lot of core going on here, but with the rope slams, with the single-sided movements, you're going to be feeling that core the whole day there while you're working out. We're going to kind of see that for the whole week here. And we've got some cash out here, so we're not doing much pulling in this workout, so we're going to do some pulling with the kettlebells. On Tuesday, so if you're testing this week in those CrossFit classes and you want to do your best test, I recommend coming Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, because those are the days we're testing. Or if you can't come all those days, we will have retest opportunities on Saturday for group 1 and group in the rowing, which will be Mondays and Wednesdays workouts. If you still want to work out, we've got this workout on Tuesday. It's got some pull-ups in it. All the pull-ups or whatever option you're doing on Monday is not going to ruin this workout for you. So you can still do this. But keep in mind, if you're coming Thursday, there is a push test that you're going to do. So you don't want to blow it out on the push-ups on this workout. Now, over the course of 20 minutes, you're not going to accumulate a whole ton of push-ups, so it shouldn't ruin you for Thursday. But do not scale up on this workout. This is a day, if you're going to come on Thursday, hold some back so you can have that good test on Thursday. On Tuesday for CVC, we've got a confidence interval, another core workout with the kneeling kettlebell rack hold and the ladder plank walks. And then we've got some wall sits there with a little burpee penalty to make sure you're staying on that wall for as long as possible. And then you guys owe me some burpees too. Wednesday's really easy. We're rowing for 20 minutes, or if you can't row for 20 minutes, you're going to row for a certain amount of time, get some rest, and you'll still get back on that rower and kind of do intervals to finish out your 20 minutes. We've got some extra credit, so depending on the class size, you may be doing this extra credit before you row or after you row. Either way, this extra credit's not going to mess up your rowing. You'll have plenty of time to get it in, plenty of time to rest, and there's not too much intensity that will screw up your rowing. But be prepared if you're going to go into that class. There may be a chance that you're going to be on that rower within the first 5 or 10 minutes of class so we can get those heats moving. Accountability Wednesday. Kind of got a similar dynamic there. There's lots of work to do that day. You're going to have to pace yourself just like you would on a 20-minute row, but we get to use a couple different options besides the rowers. We're going to use the ski ergs and the bikes, and we're going to do some tuck jump overs to keep that heart rate up. And then we've got some other movements there that don't drive the heart rate up as much, but maybe are a little more technical or focus more on form and posture. So you and your partner will be swapping in between those to get your work done that day. Back to group 2 testing on Thursday. So similar guidance applies here as would for Monday. You don't want to burn yourself out on the deadlift. You don't want to burn yourself out on the upper body push. You want to make sure that you can do the upper and lower body endurance test in the right amount of time. So even if, and this is going to be the group we're going to have the biggest discrepancy. There will be some people that can deadlift in the blue and purple, but they may still have the upper body push test in the yellow or orange. And that's going to be just fine, because those people that can probably deadlift in the blue or purple are still going to look at that rep scheme in the upper and lower body endurance test and go, I can deadlift, but I don't know if I can do 21:15.9 and stay under the time cap. So I may have to dial that back a little bit. We're also there's a lot of different options for the upper body push test. So the coach is going to have to give you some guidance on figuring out the right test for you to do. It starts out pretty simple with those people that need to do box push-ups doing box push-ups. Then you're going into just getting your first push-up from your toes, and then how many push-ups can you do from your toes in a certain amount of time. After that, it's can you sustain those push-ups during a Tabata sequence. So that would be 4 minutes of work, and every 4 minutes is broken down into 20 seconds of work and 10 seconds of rest. And every 20 seconds, you have to maintain a certain number of push-ups. So that's going to be kind of tricky. That could be a fairly lengthy test for some people. After that, you go into a percentage of your body weight in a strict press. So to know whether you need to do the strict press or start with that Tabata test, there's going to be some guidance put out there. If you've done our 60-second push-up test, and as a guy you've gotten about 45 push-ups in, then you might be already all right to skip the Tabata test and go ahead and straight to the press test. If you're a lady and you've done the Tabata or done the 60-second push-up test and you've gotten 30 push-ups in that 60 seconds, then you might be all right to go to the press test as well. Otherwise, you're going to probably be working on your push-ups either for 60 seconds or 90 seconds, or in that Tabata format. And again, make sure you're leaving something so that you can pass that upper and lower body endurance test without failing and having to redo it. So Thursday, we've got a commitment workout that day. We've got some ring crunches. Like I said, we got more core going on there, and we've got a fun cash out where you're going to work on your push-ups. Rings will be out that day. So if you've got the ability to do ring push-ups, you can work on them then as well. Otherwise, this is a high intensity day with the explosive dumbbell shrug and the forward back pedal and those ball slams to round out the day. So it's been a busy week so far. So on Friday, we've got a fairly simple workout. It is going to be intense because you've got that dumbbell snatch in there, and air squats on the Tabata format are always a killer. But this is a 12-minute or 14 minutes with the rest Tabata. So those dumbbell snatches are alternating just for 4 minutes, not for 8 minutes if you're worried about that, which gives us plenty of time to work on our extra credit, which is going to be hang power cleans. Also, earlier in the week on Tuesday, we have some extra credit that's working on hang muscle snatches. So we're really working on cycling through that barbell movement, which we're going to need when we actually test at the end of the month on those Olympic lifts. And it's also the hang power clean is going to transfer to our aerobic power interval testing that we'll do later in the week as well. So you get some good Olympic lifting testing, and it's really focusing on technique right now since we're coming out of a week where we did some heavy lifting in our programming for our Olympic lifts. Friday that day is a confidence workout in CVC. So not a whole lot of core built into the workout, but you'll see it show up in the cash out there with the candlesticks. It's a fun gymnastic move there, but it's capable. Everybody's capable of doing it or doing some version of it. The other movements that day are kind of a total body workout, except we're saving the arms just a little bit because you may have done some push-ups the day before, and we still got some arms to do for Saturday as well. On Saturday for our 9 o'clock a.m. class, we are doing the option of the group 1 testing or the row. If you're rowing that day, bring some earbuds because you're probably going to jump on the rower pretty quickly and basically do your row while the other class is going on. The other class will function the same way this Monday will work. And so you've got 2 opportunities to get these two tests in this first week. We'll also have other opportunities to get it in later in the month as well. Saturday, we've got a vitality workout. And here we've got some more cores or shoot throughs with a push-up, something I love to do. Like I said, we had to save our arms for that day as well. We got rack squats, so it's the first weighted squat of the week, even though we've got a lot of volume with the legs going on prior to that. The kettlebell swing will keep that heart going, and so will that running man. And then we're working more on those pulling muscles with our hammer curls on the biceps. Quick note here, open gym on that Saturday. If it's not going to be an opportunity to test group 1 or group 2, because we want coaches to be present in those classes and organize those classes to make sure we're getting good quality of movement for the results that we're going to record. However, if you want to do the 20-minute row test, you can do that in open gym. And you're going to have to set your rower to count down from 20 so that there's no ambiguity in when you're actually done rowing. So the rowers can be set up to count down from 20 minutes so you get an exact measurement of your row in 20 minutes. So just keep that in mind. If you're going to try to use open gym as a time to get your tests in, the only thing you can test right now is that row during open gym. You'll have plenty of other opportunities, a couple more opportunities through the months to still get group 1 and group 2 done in an organized class setting. All right. See you this week. Thanks.